Hello, 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 and welcome to the M1 15-3 versus M1 15 blue game here. Our blues our 15-3s are going to be in the blue, and they're going to be on the court near us. The 15 blues are, I'm guessing, going to be either in white or black. The 15 blue team is the 5 team for M1 15 girls. So anyways, we'll be underway here shortly. I'm Mike Henriksen. A special shout out to Chad Schwant, who did a marvelous job this last weekend filling in for me. There we go, a little graphic up there. So this is the M1 Molten Series quarterfinal, and we'll be underway here shortly. All right, and here we go. We're going to shake hands, and then we'll be underway shortly. M1 15-3 is about to get underway. We'll see what we have for a starting lineup here. The 15 blues are going to be in black. They're going to be on the far side of your court. Starting lineup here for your 15-3s: Reese Elliott, Signe Carter, Madeline Henriksen, Rezi Nierste, Sophia Schwant, and Lucy Maslow. Looks like Schwant, Maslow, and Carter on the back line to start. We might have a trade in here. Looks like we have Keneracious Libero in for Lucy Maslow. Carter up to Henriksen. She spikes. Great shot by Henriksen. 15-3s taking an early lead here. And Fiona Bechtel to serve. Bechtel lights one up, goes to the back line. The blues will set this up. Hit coming. Carter with a good dig there. This one coming back to Elliott. Looks like a net violation on the threes. 15 blue side out. This service, this one coming back to Bechtel. She sets that up for Carter. Carter over to Nierste. Nierste's sideways bump is into the net. 15 blue taking a 2-1 advantage. Blue to serve. Running jump serve. This one back to Bechtel. There's Carter over to Racious. Racious with a nice... This one back to Racious. A great dig here. Carter over to Schwant. Schwant with a beautiful hit here. Burying that one. Now tying the game to 2. Regaining service. Here's number 42, Reese Elliott to serve. Reese with a nice serve down the line. Played on the back line by the blue. They'll set this up. Coming back to Elliott. Elliott over to Carter. Hit from well beyond the 10-foot line by Bechtel. That was a great shot. Carter, she sets one up. Elliott over to Schwant. Schwant tips this one over. Nice play by Schwant. All right, sorry about the break in the action there, folks. I know all of a sudden I was muted there for a second, and got to watch that best I can. Score now 17-14, or 15 threes. 1 point disadvantage. This back to Rishis. It's Bechtel over to Schwant. Schwant, boy, that one was going long. Kept alive by the Blues. This one sent over. Rashis, Schwant, back to Rashis. She'll keep this one alive. Amazing play. Back up, Blues. Now send one over. Great dig by Bechtel. Rashis. Schwant with a great hit coming over. Boy, what a point here. This ball coming back. Rashis. Oh, they're going to call a net violation. Oh, terrible call. Terrible call. Net violation right at the end of a beautiful point. Boy, there's some wonderful plays there. 15-13, Blues to serve. Reshis. It's Carter over to Nearstay. Nearstay with a wonderful hit down the line. Resi Nearstay drilling it. Looks like we have Maslow in for, I don't know, I lost who she was in for. Elliott, service, good serve down to the middle back line. Blues keep this alive. They'll put this one up. Oh, it's off the back line. That was a great hit by the Blues there. Making this a 2-point game. 18-16 here in the first set. Blues to serve. It's a tight one. Maslow, Carter, Schwant, Bechtel, Rashis, and Nearstay for the 15 threes. This one back to Carter, or excuse me, Bechtel to Carter, and that's Nearstay with a wonderful hit from the far right side of your frame, making this 19-16. 15 threes, regain service. Here's Henderson in for Nearstay and By in for Carter. Now we have By, Maslow, Schwant, Rashis, Bechtel, and Henderson. Henderson running jump serve down the line. Kept alive here by Blues. They'll bring this back with a sideways bump. That was to Rashis. That ball was going out. Great hit here by Schwant from the outside boundary line. Dig by Rashis, tip by Maslow, hit by Schwant. That's down the line. It was just out. And they do call it out. They got that one correct. Side out again, 2-point advantage for your 15 threes. M115 Blues make substitution and they'll go back for a service. Ball coming, Rashis. That one sent over to Henderson and back to Rashis. What a play! Oh my God, she got a one hand on that. Kept that alive. What a point by your 15 threes. Oh my God. That was just a beautiful play by Kenna Rashis. Here's Henriksen in for Bechtel and Watson in for Schwant. Kenzie Watson, number 3 to serve. Watson already showing her prowess as a server, sporting the single simple braided pony. Watson sets up, drives one. This one's just a little too low, catches the net. Side out. 2-point advantage for the 15 threes here early on in this first set. Blues to serve. It's back to Watson. This ball goes errant. Blues to serve again. This ball back. Watson again. This time it's a perfect pass to Henderson over to Maslow. Maslow tips it over, and the Blues can't handle. Nice job by Kenzie Watson there regaining composure. Here's Elliott in for Maslow as Kenarashis to the back line to serve. Sporting the single simple pony. Running jump serve here by Rushis. Beautiful serve down the line to the back corner. Hit coming, tipped by Elliott. Back to Rushis. Here's Henderson. Long set. Henriksen drills. That one's good. Now a 3-point advantage for your 15 threes. Kenarashis still serving from her. Going now over to the right-hand side. Rushis. Running jump serve. Beautiful. Down to the back corner. Played up nicely here by Blues. Rushis settles. Henderson over to Elliott. Elliott touch set was just a little too low. I think she kind of misjudged the position of the net there and her relative position to it. Side out. The Blues regain surface. Serve coming. Here's Henriksen. She'll settle to Henderson. Nice set. This to Elliott. Elliott sets that one over. A little touch set. She was anticipating a block there. Elliott sends that one over again. This ball's finding its way. Backwards bump by Rushis. Here's Henderson with a bump over to Bai, but Bai sends that one just off the back line. That'll be out. It's a 1-point game. Tight one here. This one played at 25. Got to win by 2. Timeout. 15 threes. Good point there, but we just got a little too anxious and let one go there. One too soon. Well, sorry folks, once again that buzzer is just obnoxious. 22-21. It's a 1-point game. We're going to play to 25. Got to win by 2. Service by Blue. Tipped up by Rushis. By over to Henriksen. Henriksen blasts one to the back line. Blues errantly play that ball. That ball was going out. And it's a good thing they did because it gave 15 the threes the upper hand here in service. It's 23-21. Quinn Bai sporting the single simple bun to the back line to serve. Bai puts this one in, catches the top of the net there. Back to side out. 23-22. Tight game here. Here is Carter in for Bai and Near Stay in for Henderson. 15 Blue backline service. This one over to Rushis, and it's Carter. Henriksen sets from the far outside far line. Just barely got that past the antenna. Little touch set by the Blues sends it just over the block of the 15 threes, and that one's good to tie the game at 23. 15 threes with, or Blues with service. This is a drill back to Madeline Henriksen. She's not able to handle that one. Set point here for the Blues. 15 threes, got to dig deep now. Critical. This one, no! It hits the net and rolls over. That was a tough break there for set point. Oh boy, what a game. So I'm going to leave this score up for a second so you can see the final score, and then I'm going to reset my scoreboard here, folks. 25, 23, 15 Blue besting the 15-3 teams. What a game. into the second set now, folks. 15 threes on the back wall. They got to pull out 2 in a row here. They got bested. What a game, though. Came down to the last point, and just a nice little serve that rolled right over the net by the 15 Blues. Once again, if people are wondering, 15 Blue, it really is the 15-4 team for M1. A lot of numbers can get kind of confusing here. So they are the 4th team when they make up teams. They are the 4th team from M1. So we got M1, 15-1, 15-2, 15-3, and then they change it to colors. So these are, blue stands for the 4th team. So we'll be with you here shortly to start the second set in about a minute. Once again, my name's Mike Henriksen. Pleasure to be bringing you this coverage here today. Oh. Sorry, folks, I got old man disease. The bones need oiling early in the morning. Special shout out to Myron and Joanne Henriksen watching from Tampa Bay, along with Jeff Henriksen and Meg Henriksen. We'll hopefully see a better run here by our 15 threes. Here is Elliot Henderson. Maslow by Watson. Rushes in for Elliott. And away we go. Set number 2 about to be underway. Once again, your 15 threes close to you here in the baby blue. The 15 blue, M1 15 blue in black. They're on the far side of the court. Can get confusing. We're going to have Kinley Henderson from the back line to serve today. She's sporting the simple braided pony today. Kinley Henderson. Henderson steps up, running jump serve is a good one. Boy, just over the net. Set at the net by Kenzie Watson with a great block there right at the net. It was actually more of a touch set than a block, but Kinley Henderson, running jump serve, number 66. Kinley Henderson sends it to the back line. Set up here by Blues. They'll touch that over. Watson, over to Henderson. Back to Watson here. Watson with the hit coming. Back to the back line. Blue can't handle. It's 2-0, 15 threes. Early on, set number 2. Ball coming in here. Kinley Henderson to the back line to serve again. Henderson running jump serve. This one's blasted. The Blues played that ball. I think that was going out. This one back. Henderson plays it. Nice play by Russius. Beautiful. Henderson made a nice play getting that in. What a great play by these girls. This ball going out. Three-point advantage for the 15 threes. Good team effort here on that point. Ref here calling some sort of issue with a substitution. He's talking with, it looks like we got water spillage on the court there. Ref doesn't like it. He's like, clean that ball, that crap up. Not on my court, not today. This runs a tight ship. This illegal spillage. He might even take away a point for us. Oh, and there's the guy to wipe things up. Fabulous. Kinley Henderson fell asleep over here. She's waiting for this to get taken care of. And we're back to action. Kinley Henderson. Running jump serve. It's a good one to the back line. Played up nicely here by the Blues. By Henderson. Touched over. By plays it, and that's outside the antenna. Side out. Blues have service. 3-1 your score. All right. Service. This back to Henriksen. Henderson touch set. Nice play by Maslow. Back to the front line. Blocked by By. That's a great block by Quinn By, number 18. Right on the front line, playing outside hitter. 15-3s regain service. Here's Fiona Bechtel in for Kenzie Watson. Bechtel, number 12, sporting the double braid into the single pony. Pretty exciting hairdo there. Fiona Bechtel, the serve, running jump serve by Bechtel. It's a good one to her to the back line, ace by Bechtel. Fiona Bechtel here, number 12. Right in front of your frame. Bechtel, running jump serve. That's a good one. Played by the Blues. They'll bring that forward. It'll make its way over. Rushes. Henderson to Henriksen. She drills one that walks the line and it falls down. Net violation by the Blues. Gives a point to the 15-3s. And ball back here to Bechtel. Fiona Bechtel here, number 12. Running jump serve by Bechtel. It's a real nice one. Finding a soft spot, but Blues keep it alive. It's off the net. Nice play there by Maslow. By with a good hit coming over, keeping that ball alive. This ball finding its way just past the sideways line. That is a 7-1. 6-point advantage here. Bechtel keeping this alive off the back line. Fiona Bechtel. Once again, sporting a double braid into a single pony. Very adventurous hairdo. Bechtel drills one. This to the back line. Where Blues bring this forward. Bechtel digs. What a play. Henderson backwards. Set by. Just pounds one. It kept alive nicely by Blues. Rushes over to By. Sideways bump. Keeps it alive. Now Blues will set it up again. Touch set coming. It's Maslow to Henderson. Over to Rushes. Rushes will have to keep this alive with the sideways bump. And she does nicely. Net violation here by Lucy Maslow. Side out, Blues regain service. It's a 7-2, 5-point advantage for your 15-3s. Early on in this second set, we're playing best of three. The Blues taking the first set, 25-23. Running jump serve. This one touches the net and walks its way down. A real difficult one to do anything about. Kenaratius had a nice dig attempt on that ball, but it was too little too late. Service, it's a sidewinder over to Bechtel, and Henderson sets up for By. By with a beautiful hit. This to the back line where Blue will keep it alive. Hit from beyond the 10-foot line finds the net. And it's 8-3. 5-point advantage now for your M1 15-3 Laser Cats. Lucy Maslow running jump serve. Beautiful serve here by Maslow, kept alive by Blues. Hit coming, that was hit by Reese Elliott. Had a piece of it, but it was off her hand and out. Rushes in for Maslow. 8-4, 4-point advantage for your 15-3 side out. Service by the Blue. Oh, excuse me. This must have been a net violation. Oh, it's a net violation here. So it looks like we'll have 9-3, same service. Lucy Maslow to the back line to serve again. It looks like 9-3. Yeah, I got that correct. Lucy Maslow sporting the single simple pony. She drills one to the back line of the Blues. They'll keep it alive. Hit coming. Good block there by Henriksen and Elliott. Played back at the line. Nicely done by Henderson. Right from her knees, keeping a bump alive. Drilled and blocked again by Elliott. Nice block by Elliott. This one finding its way over. Bechtel up to Henderson. And nice little touch set there by sending that to the back line. Blocked by Henriksen. That one's good. (10-3), 7-point advantage for the Laser Cats. And Lucy Maslow to the back line to serve. Running jump serve by Maslow. She'll send that one high, looking for a soft spot right in the Blues front court. Henriksen up to Henderson. With a good hit. That one finds its way to the ground on the other side of the court. It's 11-3. 8-point advantage here for the M1, 15-3 Laser Cats, and timeout for the 15 Blue. This is the kind of momentum we needed here in this second game. We just like to see that focus by the girls. You know, the mistakes are going to happen, but if we can have a really good focus on every point, I think we played quite well as a team here. Lucy Maslow to the back line to serve. Maslow running jump serve. That's a beauty. Oh, that was a great serve. Set up here by Blues. Henderson sets. Bechtel over to Bai. That one's not going to find its way over the net. That was a little short. And it's Rashis in for Maslow. Kenna Rashis, libero defensive specialist, here to the back line. Hit by Blues. This one back to Rashis. Played nicely by Bechtel here, close in the frame. Rashis sends that one over. I almost had to move the tripod here, folks. Hit coming beautifully blocked by Quinn. What a play. What a play there by Bechtel. Boy, I almost was in the way. Next time I'm going to move the tripod. And here's Signe Carter to the back line to serve, sporting the single simple pony. And Signe Carter with a running jump serve. Good serve here by Carter to the back line of the Blues. Set, hit coming. This hit brought over to Henriksen. It's Carter back to Henriksen. She drills one. It hits the net and finds its way over. Touch set over Carter. Sends that one. It's errant. Seven-point advantage for the 15-3s. Blues to serve. Running jump serve. This one back to Carter, Bechtel, Henriksen, and Elliott. Boy, nice teamwork to get that one over. And that pays dividends as we regain service. Blue not able to return. It's 13-5. Henriksen sporting the single simple pony to the back line to serve. Henriksen with dyeing the hair. She is a brunette. Now actually going to blonde hair. Very exciting. Good serve by Henriksen. That one sent over. Blues can't handle. Henriksen, good accuracy here on the serve. She's able to use Kenna Rashis. 15-6 your score. She's sporting the single simple pony. That one too low. Unforced error. 15-7. Side out. 8-point advantage for the threes. Blues to serve. Service into the net. Unforced error by the Blues will give us the serve again. 16-7. Henderson in for near stay, By in for Carter. Henderson to the back line to serve. We have By, Maslow, Watson, Rushus, and Hendrickson and Henderson. Set hit coming, tipped there by Maslow right at the line, but it wasn't enough. Off her hands, found its way into the back court of the threes. 16-8 to score. Blues to the back line to serve. Running jump serve. This one just over the net. Rushus is a little too late to the party. Oh, sorry about that graphic there, folks. 16-9. Running jump serve. This back to Hendrickson. She settles to Henderson. Nice set here. And Maslow with the hit. That one going just a little bit wide off the outside boundary line here. 16-10. The Blues starting to claw back in. Watson in for Bechtel. This one back to Watson. It's over to Henderson. Sideways bump back in. Rushus with a nice sideways bump, sending that over and just over the net. It's Rushus. Back, and this ball crushed to the back line, and that one's out. M1 retaining service. Here's Bechtel in for Watson to the back line to serve. Fiona Bechtel. Bechtel running jump serve. It's a good one to the back line of the Blues. They'll play this forward set. Hit coming. Touch there by Maslow. He had a piece of it, not enough. Here's Henderson. Not able to get that backwards bump to keep it alive. We'll go side out again here. 17-11. 6-point advantage for your threes. Ball off the backcourt. Blues to serve. This one to Rushus. She's not able to keep that one alive. 17-12. Blues running jump serve. That's Hendrickson over to Henderson. Nice touch set. By just crushes one. Great hit by. This one sent back over by the Blues. Set by over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson sends that hit. That looks, it's good. What a play. Madeline Hendrickson there with a great hit. And just, it was the right velocity there. Lucy Maslow to the back line to serve. Sporting a single simple pony here. Maslow running jump serve. She floats one. Looking for a hole. This hit coming by the Blues, that's unforced there into the net. (19-12) your score. 7-point advantage for the threes. Maslow. Good serve by Maslow. That was a bullet. Hit coming. This back to Bechtel. She'll settle to Henderson. Long set. Hendrickson drills one. Hendrickson didn't hear the whistle. Looks like it might have been a net violation, and she hits the Blues while they were huddling. That was kind of funny. Serve coming. This one right back. Looks like it was out. I had to save that from hitting your wonderful podium here. (2013) your score. That is near stay in for Henderson and Carter in for By. Carter is going to take the ball. She'll walk to the back line to serve. Signe Carter here, number 24, sporting the single simple pony. Carter running jump serve. This one back to the Blues. They'll set this up. Long set coming. Nice play by Rush. Oh! Oh man, Rush just made a great dig on that ball and just kind of had no help, and I think it was more of a miscommunication. It looked like we had about 3 girls looking at the ball wondering who was going to take it, and unfortunately no one did, but it was a great effort by Kenna Rushes to keep that ball alive. Running jump serve by Blue, this one back to Bechtel. It's Rushes over to Elliott. Elliott, nice play right at the line there. 21-14 your serve. Madeline Henriksen here to the back line to serve. Oh, Henriksen serves. I don't know if Blue was ready. Boy, that was a weird, the ref blew the whistle. I think he disallowed a substitution by Blue, and Henriksen caught him sleeping. Timeout, 15 Blue. M1 15 Blue, 22-14 your score. 8-point advantage for your threes. And sorry folks, I'm not ready with my good graphics, but this is the Molten series, which is a series of about 5 or 6 tournaments. I'm not sure exactly how many. How you do in the previous tournament depends your seeding in the next following tournament. And there are just a ton of teams in this tournament. So it's like, feels like just about every team in the state is in these tournaments. So really fun to watch. So when we get to the last Molten Series tournament, the games should be really, really close. And as you play along in the Molten Series, that's the whole idea, is there are fewer and fewer blowout games. Here's Henriksen from the back line. She drills one. Good serve by Henriksen, kept alive right at the net. Watson not able to get that over with her first attempt. Second attempt looked like it was going to go, but double hit on Watson. Blues regain service. 22-15, 7-point advantage for the threes. Serve coming. Rushes up to Carter, backward set. Near stay, sent that over, but that was too long from well outside the out-of-bounds line. 22-16 here in the second set. Libero of the Blues to serve. Serve coming, it's back to Rushes, she'll settle. Carter sends a sideways bump. Henriksen's got a bump to get that one over. Keeps it alive. Backcourt of the Blues. Send over to Rushes. She sets that nice and high. Over to Carter. Here's Kenzie Watson there. Mistimed jump. Sends that into the net. 22-17. The threes with an unforced error. Blues to serve. This one back to Rushes. She'll keep it alive. Carter. Backwards bump over to Nearstay. Nearstay keeps this alive with the sideways bump, keeping it in. Blues go to work. They send it to Watson. Net violation on the Blues here. Give the ball back to the threes. It's 23-17. 6-point advantage for your threes. Here's Maslow in for Elliott on the front line. Rushes will take it back to the back line to serve. Rushes running jump serve for the libero. Set here by the back line of the Blues. They'll bring it forward. Played at the net here. Nicely done by Maslow. Carter up to Watson. Mistimed jump. Puts that right into a good block attempt. And it looks like they're going to call a violation on the Blues here. Yes. 24-17. The 15-3's got away with one there, folks. Rushes to the back line, running jump serve. This one down the line, just outside the out-of-bounds line. That'll be out. 24-18, the Blues here in the second set. They're out on forced errors. Service, this back to Maslow. Errant bump goes way wide. Rushes keeps it alive, and Henriksen sends it over. What a play. Great play there by Rushes. Great athletic play. Here's Henriksen, Carter, Maslow. Boom! That's the end of the second set. Great team effort there. Wow, I'll leave this score up for a second or two here so folks can see the final score. 25-18, your second set. 15-3's knotting this one up. We'll play a rubber match here in about 3 minutes. As I reset my scoreboard here. So once again, folks, if you're just tuning in, the sets are 1-1. We're going to play a rubber match here in about 2 minutes. First set, the Blues besting the 15-3. So the 15-4s besting the 15-3s, and the game went, or that set went 25-23. The second set, 15-3s came back with a vengeance, 25-18. We're going to play a rubber match to 15. It's all about momentum here, folks, and you want it early and often. So don't leave your seat. We have the game that's about to begin. Nail biter. Here's an exciting graphic for everybody at home. I promise you, for the next game, I'll have some graphics showing the brackets, so you can see where we are and where we're going. At any rate, I have it online, but I don't have the link handy. Anyways, I'm Mike Hendrickson. I'm bringing you M1 15-3 volleyball here at the Minnesota Select Center for volleyball. This is the Molten series. Quarterfinal game. It's M1 15-3 versus M1 15-4, also known as M1 15 Blue. The game's into a rubber match. This game played to 15, got to win by 2. The 15 Blues will start us serving here. Your starting lineup here for the 15 threes: Reese Elliott, Resi Nierste, Madeline Hendrickson, Kenarashis, Sophia Schwant, and Signe Carter. Ref waiting for some sort of final substitution of the Blues. They have the substitution. Looks like we're ready to roll. Set number 3 about to be underway here in the Molten series. Quarterfinal game. Service by Blue. It's back to Rushus. Here's Hendrickson up nicely here to Maslow. Played over. Hit coming. Touched by Elliott, and unfortunately she wasn't able to get a full hand on the block there. The Blues striking first blood. It's 1-0. Elliott had a piece on the block there, but it just wasn't enough to send it back down. Blues service. This one into the net. Unforced error ties it up. Fiona Bechtel in for Sophia Schwant. Bechtel back to serve. Fiona Bechtel to serve. Running jump serve here by Bechtel's a good one. This one to the backcourt of the Blues. 2-1. Bechtel right in front of your frame here. Back line to serve. Bechtel with a really nice running jump serve. This one sent over, Recious to Carter. This one to Henriksen. She just drills one to the back line. Touch set here by Henriksen. Blue bumps, set coming. Set over the net. Henriksen over to Carter. This one by Nearstay. She'll send that one into the cheap seats, and it's 2-2 game. Blue, nice serve. Rush just digs it out of the ground. Nearstay over to Henriksen. Henriksen puts that one into the net, unfortunately. (3-2) early lead here for the Blues. Service, it's right back to Russius. Carter, nice set. Elliott with a good touch set, sending that one over. Set hit coming, that one's into the net by the Blues. Unforced error, ties the game. Well, the Blues and the Threes trading punches early on out. Looks like we have Maslow in for Elliott. Russius with just a great running jump serve. Ball in play, we'll redo that point. Third set, 3-3. Kenna Russius to the back line to serve. Kenna Russius sporting the single simple pony. Russius, the libero defensive specialist, with a wonderful serve here. Sideways bump to the back line. Great play by Bechtel there. Russius keeps us alive. Nearstay, touch set, sends it well to the back line where Blue will keep it alive. They go to work. Set coming over. Great dig by Bechtel. And there is Carter Maslow. And Maslow finds the soft spot in the Blues court. 15 threes, regain the lead. Russius again to the back line to serve. This third set's really all about momentum here, folks. Russius with a running jump serve. It's a beauty. To the back court of the Blues, they'll keep it alive. Bring that sideways bump, goes well over. That was right at me, folks. I'll keep this ball alive. There it is. Kenna Russius here, again to serve, 5-3, your score. Running jump serve is a beauty. This to the back corner of the Blues. They'll hit from well beyond the 10-foot line. Nearstay played that, and there was just kind of a miscommunication after she played it. I don't know why. I don't know if the ref had actually called a net violation or something like that. Folks, I'm just resetting my guy here. Here's Bechtel. Carter. Nearstay keeps that alive. She just had a terrible angle to work with. Tie game here at 5. Those leads don't survive for long. This is a close one here. 5-5. The Blues to the back line to serve. The libero of the Blues. This is the rubber match. Service is just over the net. And boy, it hit the net. The ball slowed down. Henriksen was in good position to play the ball where it was going to land. And then it just caught the net just barely. That's such a tough play. Timeout, 15-3. So 1-point advantage here for the Blues. And once again, like I said, this third set, it's all about momentum. So Coach Miller here and Monroe here, trying to ice the Blues early on out. Blues libero to the back line to serve, number 23. Service, it goes back to Russia. She'll keep it alive. Fiona Bechtel up to Henriksen. Nice touch set. She kind of ran into Lucy Maslow. Miscommunication on that play. This makes it 7-5. Service back to Henriksen. She'll settle this. Here's Carter back to Henriksen. That's a long one. finds its way out off the back line. Now a 3-point advantage for the Blues. Once again, it's all about momentum, critical here for the 15 threes. This one, unforced error. A little skip in their step for the threes. They had to keep that alive. Might just be the break we need. Here's buy-in for Carter and Henderson in for near stay. Kinley Henderson to serve. Kinley running jump serve. It's a beauty. Just to the backcourt of the Blues. Hit coming. This just over. Rushes got a hand on it, and that one ball went errant. It's a good hit there by the Blues. 6-9, 3-point advantage for your 15 fours. They'll go to their back line for service. This game played to 15, got a win by 2, so it's tight. It is tight. What a match. 15 Blues, back to Bechtel. This one, Henderson up to Maslow. Maslow, nice touch set, sending that one over. This ball finding back to Rushes. Henderson, long set. Hendrickson, that hit into the net. Henderson slams the ball down in disgust. This time, jump unforced error makes it 10-6. Service, it's a bad one by the Blues. Unforced error now makes it 10-7. Hendrickson to the back line to serve. There is Sophia Schwant in for Fiona Bechtel. Madeline Hendrickson, service. This to the back court. Kept alive here by the Blues. Hit coming, touch set. Maslow keeps this alive. Henderson and Hendrickson simultaneous contact up to Maslow and over. Hit coming from beyond the 10-foot line. Great dig by Rushes into the net. Kept alive. What a play by Maslow and Rushes there. Maslow had to backwards bump that. Oh, missed back, a dig by Henderson. That was Hendrickson's ball. Miscommunication. 11-7, 4-point advantage for the Blues. Oh, and that was really a good point. Henderson made a dive to make a play on the ball. Just didn't realize Hendrickson was in perfect position to play it. Another unforced error here. I think the Blues might have the yips for their serves. Lucy Maslow to the back line to serve. Maslow here. Really doing a great job finding soft spots with her serve. This one, what a serve to the back corner there. Oh, the Blues send a rocket over. Here's Henderson up to Elliott. Elliott sends that hit over. It got halfway blocked. It's sent back over by the Blues. Henderson, Maslow. Here's Schwant from back corner. That one's into the cheap seats, and that one's long. Unforced error making it 12-8. It's a 4-point advantage. 15 threes starting to run out of unforced errors. Now's the time to lock it in. This serve into the net. The Blues just cannot serve. They're killing themselves. Now a 3-point game. What the 15 threes need is just a string of serves here that the Blues can't handle. Win by service just over the net, and that's a good for an ace. 2-point game, 12-10. It's a barn burner. Quinn by sporting the single simple bun, pony in a bun. Service, it's a rocket to the back line. That's another ace. Just what the doctor ordered here. We got a 1-point game. This is about momentum. By with the drive. It's to the back line. The Blues from their back line will keep this one alive. Go backwards, bump over with it. It's Elliott over to Henderson. Long set. Here's Schwant. Missed time jump. Unforced error into the net. 13-11. Side out. Blues take advantage. We play this 1 to 15. Here's Resi Nearstay in for Kinley Henderson and Signe Carter in for Quinn By. Blues to the back line to serve. 13-11, 15-4. This serve coming over. Down the line, that ball's in. Boy. 15 threes look like we just weren't ready for that. Whoa, set point. Here's Russius. Oh! And Carter and Henriksen simultaneous play on the ball. And the 15 fours, best of 15 threes here in the first game of the Molten series. Hats off to them. They played great. They beat the team that is above them. So 15 threes got to go back to the chalkboard. And we'll catch you guys soon.